Hey, this is Kat again, and we're back at the Moy today at 10 o'clock in the morning because, as you can see behind me, it's the Tony Reyes of the Tony Reyes fishing, sports fishing boat is about ready to take off. They're loading and they'll go out for 6 days. Now listen, if you don't like to fish, you can always go out in the kayaks that we have right over here. There are 3 of them on this side and I believe 3 on the other, because there's a lot of really beautiful islands out in the Isla de Guardia and different places farther down past Gonzaga, where the water is ice blue, almost turquoise, and you can take the kayaks to some of the different islands and explore. So if you're not a fisherman, it's not a problem. These are the stairs that you come down to the Sea of Cortez, and then out here where these boats are sitting, they'll send a panga in for you into here. You get into the panga and then you drive out to the boats. And I noticed on our way out that the statue of the fisherman and the fish that used to be down in the Malacone is here now in the harbor, where aptly it should be, where the fishermen are. So this was made about 10 years ago and presented to the city. Just to show you logistically where we are, this is the small harbor here where the ships come in, and back to the left is the San Felipe Marina Resort and Spa, and the restaurant is right to the right, and then there are condo homes. Crystal Beach condos and villas in the back there, and then as you move here, that's where the Moy is. That's where the big ships come in, straight across. And that's the Telcel. And over here is Playa Pereso, which is our very first real big high-rise. And there are people that actually occupy it right now, and they have a swimming pool and everything. Driving in from the harbor, we came down into Playas de San Felipe and driving around and looking at the different developments. And I was commenting to Luis that if we are going to get our tourism back to where it was, I think what San Felipe needs to do is to go back to the basics where we started, and that is a little sleepy fishing village without the drinking problem. I believe that we need to get back to camping and RV parks, things of that nature, low-priced housing for people that want to come down. The economy in the United States and in Canada is that such, and throughout the whole world, that we have to wake up. If we want to save our little town, and I know we all do, then we need to all work together to try to help San Felipe. So let's not be greedy and lower our prices, okay? Cool. The lighthouse, which is still a working, functioning lighthouse for boats out on the Sea of Cortez. And the Shrine of Guadalupe, it also burnt down once, and it's been rebuilt. The shipyards down below, at one time, that was actually the shipyards where the ships came in. And it was before Hurricane Nora, I believe it was a hurricane in 1968, that washed it all out. And where you you saw the white boom boom room is where the original ice house was. And when I moved here in '95, the ice house was still there and it was standing, so I have photos of it. But what would the ships and the boats would do is they would come below the ice house where the boom boom is. There was a long chute that came down to the back of their ice hall, and then the ice would go down into the back of the ships and they would go back on and do their fishing. So the ice house was torn down and the boom boom was built, which was originally built as a disco, and now it's nothing. It's sat empty for about 4 years. I believe there are plans to turn it into a museum. Okay, so this right here is the bay, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous today.